Hey, so today I'm here to film a interesting video that I seen going around on YouTube kind of. I seen some people doing it and I wanted to do it. And basically I'm gonna use everything that I used to love, my old favorites / holy grails from like, I don't know, not a specific time, but just shit I know I used to love that I like rarely use anymore. And then, you know, that's what I did, and this is how I got this face, and it actually didn't turn out as bad as I thought it was going to. So if you want to see all the stuff that I used to be in love with and it's actually not that bad, then just keep watching. Okay, so for my eyebrows, I used to use the NYX brow pomade all the time, okay? I do not have that anymore because it was like really old and gross. So the next best thing that I also used to use all the time is the e.l.f. brow pomade. I think this one's in the shade Espresso. And I mean, how much is gone is because of how much I used to use it. You can barely even see, it's like really dark, but this, I'm thinking this might be really dry, I don't know. But I know I like this formula a lot, and I was actually thinking about getting a new one for the hell of it, but we're gonna try this on the brows today. I'm actually gonna put some powder over my brows first. Ugh. Just fucking wipe it on there. And I don't know why, but since I don't have brow hairs, this kind of makes things not slip around so much. Okay, let's see if this still works good. God damn, there's little hairs everywhere. Okay, it's actually not that dry, surprisingly, because I haven't even touched this in like forever. And I actually like this better than the NYX brow pomade. I don't really know even why I used to use that so much. I mean, it was okay, but definitely do not like the NYX, what is that, Tame and Frame? The one that's actually in a pot? Ugh, don't like that, it's so greasy. I think this can actually be used as an eyeliner too. Lock on liner and brow cream. So I'm gonna like carve the brows out and give them a fade in the front. I used to always use the NYX little potted one, little potted concealer for this, but I just got rid of it like a week ago. I threw it away because I hadn't used it in forever, but I would like, it lasted me a million years, I feel like, but it was drying out, so got rid of it. But okay, I literally love my eyebrows right now. I'm gonna have to keep using that because they turned out like perfect. Okay, for priming the lid, I used to always use this NYX eyeshadow base, the white one. I haven't used this to prime my eyelids in a while, but we're gonna do it today. I know that last time I used this, I was using it to put colors on top of, which I've done that a lot, but then I realized later on in the day that it was creasing. And I actually had like a normal primer underneath of this one, so I don't really know why I did that, but whatever. Let's hope it doesn't crease today. Oh my god, I've dug in. Oh, a chunk of that is inside of my nail. This is like way more work than using my Urban Decay one. I'm gonna set this, which actually used to always use this BH Cosmetics first edition 120 eyeshadow palette, whatever. And this is what I would use. There was this shade up here that has hit Major Pan, which is like white. And I used to use that all the time to set the white on my eyes. It's already creasing, so that's awesome. Oh my god, got black on it. Oh my god. Already fucking creasing. That's awesome. Looks like shit. Okay. Okay. So, I used to use this palette for any colors that I wanted. And honestly, oh god. Let me show you. These are really good. And I think that they're just as good as Morphe. I feel like they're the same type of formula. So, and then I also had one of these, I think that was all nude, but I don't know where the fuck it went. Like, I feel like I gave it away, I guess. And then my first ever high-end palette that I ever bought was the Lorac Makeup Pro 2. Open, motherfucker. Okay, and I used to use this all the time when I got it. So, if I wanted nude, well, I don't know. I guess I'll use like a mixture of both because these are both my babies from past time. And I mean, I still love the Lorac one. I just never use it because it is only made once and I don't want to run out of it, and I used to love it so much. My eyelids look like fucking horrible. Like, what? Oh my god. I don't even know what to do right now. I'm just gonna mix some nudes together and we're gonna put it on the top, and then I think I'll add color into the bottom of the eye look at the end once I finish my face makeup. I have to blend this all the way up because no, we're covering up the horrible mess slowly but surely. Bruh. I feel like these BH Cosmetic shadows are so old, I'm a little concerned about using them, but I'm gonna take this sparkly orange shade from in there. Like, the consistency of these feels so weird now. Okay, that actually looks super pretty. I like it. Okay, for eyelashes, I think I just used to use L'Oreal Telescopic and Voluminous, and both of mine are like running out. But I used to like to pair them together, so I guess that's what I'll do. By the way, okay, the situation with doing a wing, forgot to tell you. I'm not doing one. One, I don't really want to do a wing today. But two, let me just show you once I get on to mascara. My holy grail eyeliner used to always be the Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner and Serum. Because this is, you know, or it used to be the best from the drugstore in my opinion. And then this one is in the shade black. Is there like ultra black, or like did I just get not a black enough one? Because this is straight gray. And that's why I don't want to use it. Let me go ahead and swatch something else next to it. Like, what is up with that color? That is not black. Why would you even call that? It literally looks almost brown compared to the black eyeliner beside it. And I've thought that ever since I got this one, that it was not black enough. I don't know, but that's the one I used to love, but no, I don't want to use that right now. So anyway, back to mascara. Just gonna now put on some telescopic. Okay, for lashes, my favorite holy grail for like a million years was the Kiss number 11. My camera needs to learn how to focus faster. But yeah, these are them. I now have fallen in love with Salon Perfect 614, and then they stopped fucking selling them in Walmart. And then I think they changed them online and they look the same. But anyway, yeah, I used to like these and wear them every day of my fucking life. I have like several packs that I have like stocked up on. So I should wear them more often. These are definitely just shorter. They're pretty, but they are less va-va-boom. But I'm gonna put these on right now. And it should look pretty good since I don't even have a wing on. So you should be able to see them. I just feel like when I have a wing on and I wear these, it's just kind of like, you can't even hardly see them. And my wings are usually pretty thick, so. God damn. My freaking ear hole is literally huge. Like, it's never gonna close. Like, why is this one closed and this one's not? That looks so weird. Okay. Okay, for my face, my holy grail primer for like a million years was the e.l.f. Illuminating Face Primer, which this used to be called the e.l.f. Mineral Face Primer. Now they have a mineral infused one, but it doesn't look like this one. This one looks like gold and it's glowy. And I didn't have it anymore, so I had to go out and buy another one. And I haven't used this in forever. But the only reason I was like, you know, fuck it, I'll buy another one is because I know I used to love this a lot, so I'm sure I'm not going to just randomly start hating it, hopefully. And I actually just bought the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer, and I really like that one. So I think that e.l.f. makes good face primers. All the other drugstore ones, I feel like, always clog my pores. But I know this one never did because I used to use this for like a million years. Okay, the two foundations I used to use all the time was the Revlon Colorstay Combination Oily and then the L'Oreal True Match. And I used to love this one specifically, and I used it all the time, and I had like probably 4 shades. Basically, I think the reason I like it so much was because the shades always match me like perfectly, and when I would self-tan, I'd have like a shade that match and then another shade that match. Like, I think the shades were just really good. And then, okay, I used to have Revlon Colorstay, and I didn't like it as much as this one because it was just hard to blend. But now that they came out with the one with the pump, I swear to God, they changed the formula because this is way easier to blend and it looks so much better on the skin. But I used to like to mix these two, so that's what I'm gonna do right now because I feel like this Revlon one is too light on its own. And then this one is definitely too dark. So, but I know that I do not like using this anymore. I tried it not that long ago and I was like, no. And this always used to settle into my smile line so bad. But whenever I used to mix these together, They made like the perfect foundation for me, and I love them. I haven't used this in so long, it's probably disgusting. This L'Oreal one, the shade of it looks really weird right now. It looks almost like orangey, but I think it's probably because I've had it for so long that it's like oxidized into another color, because that happens to me all the time. If I have a cream for too long, it will just change darker and weirder. Darker and oranger. That's what my Urban Decay Naked Skin, is that what that's called? Yes, that's what that one did. Now it looks like macaroni and cheese kind of. But whenever I would mix these two together, I didn't have the whole problem with not being able to blend out the Revlon one whenever it sucked at blending. And I didn't have the problem of the L'Oreal one making my smile lines look horrible. So they used to be like a beautiful mixture. I did not mix enough. How convenient. I think this is oxidizing. This is looking orange. Okay, like right now, my skin looks really good. It looks really dewy. I forgot that apparently I'm gonna assume the L'Oreal one is really dewy, because I don't, the Revlon one's not dewy, but it does have like a natural finish now, which is pretty. But I mean, this looks good. Other than I do look slightly orangey weird, but okay, I really need to set my forehead before I start doing anything else, or it's gonna crease. So I'm gonna use a Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. For a million years I used this. This one is all broken, but it's in the shade Creamy Natural. I have like every shade. I have backups, but I stopped using it because I fell in love with more dewy, not dewy, but like glowing powders. I like baked powders, and like the L'Oreal Pro Glow, which I talk about constantly because I love it so much, but they just look so much more lively on the face, I think. And last time I used the Rimmel Stay Matte, I was like, damn, I look very flat, and I just didn't like it that much. But I mean, right now it looks really good. Like, I see why I used to like it. It looks good, it feels good. And this, I swear, Rimmel Stay Matte will keep you matte longer than most other powders that I've tried. So I'm not like oily, but I definitely notice that Stay Matte does keep me more dry. And not like dry and cakey, but just, you know, whatever. Okay, for concealer, I used to always use Maybelline Instant Age Rewind or Maybelline Fit Me. I love them both still, but I have two Maybelline Fit Me ones. Where's the other one? That have completely, like I said, oxidized and gotten darker, and I don't really think I can use them anymore. Like, I've had them for a while, I know that, but like, they haven't gone bad, okay? I know that there's like a thing where they say it's gone bad, but if it doesn't smell weird, it ain't gone bad, in my opinion. Like, this is a shade Fair, and I mean, I definitely think it used to be lighter. It's not horrible right now, but I swear it used to be lighter. But yeah, I love these two babies, and I still use them. Not the Maybelline Fit Me as much, just because the colors have turned a little weird. Like, this one looks kind of salmony. I feel like that has like good coverage. This kind of reminds me of the new L'Oreal one, the Pro Glow Concealer, but I think that this one has better coverage, and it doesn't look greasy. Like, it's got a glow to it, but that L'Oreal one looked weird and soaking wet. Okay, for setting under my eyes, I always used to use this Maybelline Fit Me powder. This one's just a plain one. I also have the pressed one of the Matte and Poreless, which I also like using up under my eyes, but I always used to use this plain one for like a long time, forever, and it's good. And I now have the loose finishing face powder, whatever, the Maybelline Fit Me one, and I mean, I guess it's basically like this, but loose. So I usually just use that one now. All I've done is like switched it to the newer version, but this is beautiful under the eyes. Very, very fancy. It is just kind of easier to use a loose powder, I feel like, because you don't have to like rub on this really hard a million times. But this still looks good. My camera is about to overheat, so I'm gonna set the rest of my face with the Stay Matte after I do this concealer, and then I'll be back in a second. Don't you just love how I have in like a, what is this called, a ponytail hair extension thing? For one, oh my god, like I have in normal extensions plus this, it's like 10 pounds of hair on my head. This is like falling apart. And then I've bleached the ends of my hair, so they're just brown in there. And the ponytail extension's black. I don't care. I do what I want. Okay, so my face looks flawless. And Now I'm understanding why I like this combination so much, because it looks good. I'm not sure if it's gonna wear that great, but it looks good. I feel like I can see like a little bit of glow coming through. I don't know if you can, because when I look in the viewfinder, I look like pale as a ghost. But I'm wondering if it's the primer that's kind of showing through, because I put on like foundation and a matte powder, but still looks such pretty. I like it. Okay, for bronzer, always used to use the NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder. This is why it's hit pan, but you know, before I used it all up, I found something else apparently. This is like the one thing I used to use all the time, and I thought this was so much better, and I still do think it's a lot better than Physicians Formula bronzers. I do have the butter bronzer and whatever, it's a good bronzer I guess, but I've tried a lot of them that weren't as good at like blending out that this one is. So I didn't really know why everyone was paying so much money for like Physicians Formula whenever this one is super cheap and blends out amazingly. Like amazingly. It might look kind of orange on me right now, not gonna lie, because I'm pretty pale, but it'll be okay. I think it'll end up looking fine. This looks so dark in the pan, but it blends out like so light and flawlessly. Why are you so perfect? I haven't used this in so long. Ew, what is in my hair? Okay, for blush, this was my baby. This is the NYX Baked Blush in the shade Full On Femme. I think that's how you say that. It is a cool toned, pinky, glowy baked blush, and this is something I don't ever wear now because I don't really like pink blushes, but I do have like several shades in this, but I know that this one is the one I got first. Like it is the most that I've used. Like it's almost flat when it used to be domed. At this point I'm wondering why though, because on my cheek, well, I mean it's a barely there type of blush. It's giving a glow. Can you even like see it? Okay, the glow I think looks pretty, but it is like, I don't even know. It's like not really even showing up. Okay, this is weird. I can see it, but barely. I guess this would be my type of pink now. Just like a barely there pink. Let's go ahead and put some on the tip of the nose. It really is so weird. It's like so sheer. This was my child back in the day, so I will accept him as his own self. Okay, for highlighting, I used to use these babies all the time. This is the NYC Sparkle Eye Dust. This one's in the shade Golden Champagne, and this one is in the shade Opal Sparkle. This one is the most beautiful iridescent thing ever. They're actually, I think, meant to be eyeshadows. This one is really pretty if you're more tan, which I'm just really trying to decide which one to use right now. This one's straight white and this one is not. I really don't think I'm tan enough to use this one though. Well, yeah, I probably am. How about I use this one on my nose and this one on my cheeks? You know, that's probably darker than my blush, but I used to just do little dabs on the cheek. Oh god. And then blend it in. Okay, why were these the most amazing thing I used to use and now they are not? This is what happens whenever you get better product. Let's try this. I'm gonna put a little bit of this white one on top because this one I used to love. The hell? It's kind of blending into nothing. Well, you can see it. Of course, you can see it. Maybe it's just because they're so old. They don't look as beautiful as they once did. I mean, it looks really pretty on my nose. Ooh. Okay, I don't think I used to use a base with those. And I do feel like they used to be way more blinding. But maybe I've just gotten better things now, so these don't look as amazing as they once did to me. I don't know. What can you do under the eyes? Do not know what to do there. I guess I'm going to take my e.l.f. glitter glue, which I've had for a million years, so definitely used to use this a long time ago. And put it up under here. And then I'm going to take a NYX Roll-On Shimmer in shade Pink. Definitely something I used to use all the time because I bought like every shade of this a long time ago. Super cheap now, so if you wanted some, they're like literally $2 on Ulta's website. That looks precious. I don't know if you can really see it, but it looks good in person. Okay, I'm taking this NYX retractable eyeliner in the shade Pink and putting it in my waterline, and okay, this is what I bought these for, I think, but as you can see, barely does anything. These are not good for the waterline at all. I really do not suggest using these in the waterline. I think they have like a metallic sheen to them and they just really don't show up like at all. I'm gonna use Essence Lash Princess on my lower lashes because if I don't, they will look mental. And I just didn't know that this existed in the before time, so I couldn't have loved it so much. I'm just gonna take a little bit of like an Essence eyeshadow and put that in the inner corners so that they have a glow to them. For lips, okay, I looked for a specific thing that I used to love and use all the time, and I must have given it away because I did start hating it. Okay, NYX has those soft matte lip creams, I think is what they're called. And they're basically like, I feel like they were like the first drugstore liquid lipstick type thing. I don't think they transferred, but I might have only had like 2 shades. They had this one shade though, and it was beautiful. It was like my favorite shade ever, and the name of it was Sydney because they're named after like cities. It was just so weird that like my favorite color ever was named after me, and I loved it for a while. Then it started to just like look so shitty in the inner part here. That's why I do not like those and I don't buy them. But other lipsticks that I know I used to use was the BH Cosmetic lipsticks, Tea Time and Forever Nude. Did they even have these still anymore? This is a very pretty nude color that I used to use all the time, and then the Tea Time one was like, in my opinion, it was kind of like a flamingo pink, but now when I look at it, it's just kind of like pink. But I used to always think of it being like the perfect pink. I also have like a million Revlon lacquer things and the matte ones that I used to use all the time, and then I have a bunch of these NYX butter glosses and a bunch of NYX Intense butter glosses. I don't use any of these anymore because the only thing I can stand using is liquid lipsticks. So I don't really know, but I do feel like this color would look good with the eye look right now. So this looks, oh my god, what is that mold? Is that mold on the side of this? What the fuck? Maybe I shouldn't use this one. I mean, is that powder? It just wipes away. Ew, it's like fuzzy. I'm scared. I don't want to use it. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna try to put on this. Is this gonna be crazy? Yes, it is. Sure is. It's straight neon light orange. Should this come off? This might be odd. Okay, well, this doesn't match my shirt at all. Okay, well, I put on the NYX Intense Butter Gloss in the shade Banana Split. It's orange. It's really orange. This hair though, wow, wow. Okay, so I think that's all for this video. It didn't turn out bad. Like, I feel like my skin looks very flawless, but I've kind of realized that a lot of the colorful things I used to use are a lot less intensely pigmented than I thought they were. Or I don't know if they've lost their intensity or what, but I remember things being more colorful and pigmented than they used to be. Not this eyeshadow particularly, but like this stuff on my face. It's weird, but yeah. This was a pretty interesting video to film. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll be back soon with more videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.